was going to be on film here. I would have, dressed and showered or something.
We have Photoshop.
My name's Tom Stevens. I'm a resident of the East Side of Detroit. As I said a few minutes ago, I've had the privilege and honor of being involved in the environmental justice movement for some 25 or 26 years now, before anybody called it the environmental justice movement, I think. In getting some questions together for this particular talk, which I didn't know I was going to give, I would begin by noting that these days we've gradually become more and more aware of the intense crises that we face in our world and our lives, crises of resources, of our climate, of our economy, and also of our democracy. And they are real, and they are intense, in some cases they are even life-threatening. And they're non-negotiable, and they're all related to each other. They demand action. This is not a situation where Mother Earth and the necessities of life can be tricked or teased or negotiated with. They give you their bottom line, and you either come up to it or you don't, and you pay the consequences. These are all things that we've come to learn. I believe that the key to our survival and our prosperity and to justice in our society is a transformed, carbon-free, and just energy system, which includes our food system and our transportation system and all the systems that we depend on, as well as the educational system. The costs and the benefits of this transformation must be shared by all. There are models where this has been done before. We seem to have forgotten them recently under some policies that have dominated our lives in the last few decades, but we need to get back to them. The GI Bill, just transition strategies for easing workers out of industries that are doing more harm than they're doing good, finding new ways to make a living, using education to serve our community, and involving our community's crucial issues in the educational system, redefining the nature of education and the nature of community, which we desperately need to do to get where we need to go. The United States Environmental Protection Agency's regulation of air toxics and carbon dioxide are an essential first step in the changes that must be made. Detroit, like other working class communities, primarily of color, absolutely needs these changes for our survival. Our people have always suffered disproportionate burdens and adverse impacts of polluting industry. It is long past time for adoption of a system of continuous quality improvement of the quality of life in our communities through these kinds of sensible environmental reforms and their connections to the political and the economic institutions of our society. Toward this end, we can begin, continue, and end with the principles of the triple bottom line: ecological sustainability, economic prosperity, and social justice. They must be our starting point, our dedicated goal, and our relentless demand. I want to thank everybody who put this together. I want to encourage the EPA officials who are finally acting to protect our communities, and I want to say that I want to continue to do what I can to help these absolutely essential efforts to leave a planet that our children can live on. Thank you.
Sorry, we have to turn it off.